Welcome to episode 1 of a 24-part journey, one designed to change not just how you think, but how you live. Most people move through their day. The meetings, the deadlines, the goals they're chasing, the time with friends and family, as if all of it is just happening to them. Like life is something that arrives each morning and has to be dealt with. But what if that's backwards? What if you're not just on the receiving end of your day? What if you actually have a hand in shaping it? That starting point doesn't live in your circumstances. It lives inside you, in a place most people aren't even aware they need to explore. Over the next 24 episodes, we're going to explore that place together, piece by piece, principle by principle. But every journey needs a foundation. So today, in this very first episode, I'm going to share with you the single idea everything else will be built on, and a simple exercise you can start tonight to put it into motion. Stay with me. This is where it all begins. Let's begin with a truth that sounds almost too simple, but turns out to be one of the most powerful ideas you'll ever sit with. There are two worlds you live in at the same time. There's the world outside of you, your job, your money, your relationships, the events of your day. And there's the world inside of you. Your thoughts, your feelings, your attention, the quiet conversation always running in your mind. Most people believe the outside world is in charge. They think the events shape the person. But it's actually the other way around. The world inside you is the cause. The world outside you is the effect. Think about what that really means. To change something on the outside, you have to change its cause on the inside. And yet almost everyone does the opposite. It's like being upset at a shadow and trying to bend it with your hands, when all you ever had to do was move the object casting it. The shadow is the effect. You are the cause. So why would your inner world have that kind of power? Here's a way to picture it. Imagine your mind as a garden. The conscious part of you, the part thinking these very words right now, is the gardener. And underneath it, quietly running in the background, is a deeper part of you. Your subconscious. That deeper part is the soil. And here's the thing about soil. It doesn't argue. It doesn't judge. It simply grows whatever it's given. Plant an apple seed, you get an apple tree. Plant a weed, you get a weed. Every single thought you think is a seed, dropping into that soil. Now sit with what that means for your everyday life. The thoughts you think most often, the ones you barely notice because they've become a habit, those are the seeds you're planting, again and again. If your inner world is full of worry and doubt, and this always happens to me, that's what takes root. And slowly, quietly, it grows into the conditions you'll be standing in months from now. But if your inner world is full of steadiness and possibility and quiet confidence, that grows too. The harvest always matches the seed. Every thought is a cause, and every situation in your life is, in some way, an effect. Let me show you how this plays out in a real moment. Picture two people who lose the exact same job on the exact same day. The first person's inner world floods with fear. I'm a failure. There's nothing out there for me. This is a disaster. That's the soil they're now planting in. And watch what happens. They walk into their next interview tense and uncertain. They hesitate. They shrink. And without meaning to, they radiate the very thing they were afraid of. The second person feels the same sting, the same disappointment, but inside, they choose a different thought. Okay, this hurts. But I have skills, and something new is opening up here. Same event, completely different inner world, and within a few weeks, a completely different result. The world didn't treat them differently. They met the world differently, from the inside out. This is the part one really want you to hear, because it's the most freeing idea in all of this. If your outer life is shaped by your inner world, and your inner world is made of your thoughts, then the power to change your life was never out there. in someone else's hands. It was always in yours. You don't have to wait for the right conditions, the right people, the right luck. The starting point is inside you, and it's available to you right now, today. Nothing outside of you gets to be the final word on your future. That pen is in your hand. But here's where most people get it wrong. They hear an idea like this, and they try to force it. 100 positive thoughts a day, pushing their mind to believe something it doesn't yet feel. And it doesn't work, because they skipped the very first step. So here's what I want you to do tonight, and I promise you, it's simpler than you think. Find a room where you can be completely alone and undisturbed. Grab something to write with, a notebook, your phone, anything. Find a quiet place and just write. Whatever is in your mind, whatever this episode stirred up. Don't edit it. Don't shape it. Don't try to make it sound good. Just let your inner world speak and allow it to go wherever it goes. And I want to tell you why I'm asking you to write. Because it matters. When a thought lives only in your head, it stays formless. It floats. It mixes with 100 other thoughts and disappears. But the moment you put it on paper, something shifts. You've just moved something from your inner world into the physical world. You've made it real. That's the very process this entire system is built on. Writing is the first act of creation. There's something else. Writing slows your mind down to the speed of truth. You can't write as fast as you think, which means the vague, rushing noise in your head has to stop and become something specific. And specific is where the power is. This is rep number 1 to mastering your thoughts. So let me leave you with the one idea to carry with you from here. Your life is not happening to you from the outside in. It's unfolding from the inside out. The world within you is the cause. The world around you is the effect. So stop wrestling with the effects. Stop fighting the shadow on the wall. Go to the source, your own inner world, because that is where every real change begins. Start tonight. Find your quiet place and write. It's the beginning of you taking your power back. And once you've done so, there's almost nothing in your outer world you can't begin to reshape. One thought, one seed, one day at a time. The reality you want isn't waiting for permission from anyone or anything out there. It's waiting for you to build it. Right here, from within. So go build it. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me one thing in your outer world you're ready to start reshaping from the inside out. And if you do the writing exercise tonight, come back and let me know how it went. Then subscribe and stay with the series, because in episode 2, we go beneath the surface to meet the hidden mind. The vast, silent part of you that runs about 90% of your life, without ever asking your permission, and the way to finally start reprogramming it. That's where this really begins to get powerful.